That's correct. LOI is only the intention to purchase, stating how many quantity he needs, the address, the refinery, and the purity and the payment. That is only for intention to purchase. The contract, the LOI would be call this would be finalized when both parties signing the contract. Yeah. So don't be excited on LOI. Yes, you're gonna be excited when both buyers and sellers signing the contract, exchanging vital information between both buyers and seller. Without that, I wouldn't believe it. How many LOI I receive? Hundreds of them. Yes, when I interview the buyer based on the LOI, when I call the buyer via WhatsApp, and if the buyer cannot support his letter of intent, when I ask question, immediately I reject the buyer. I throw his LOI on the wheelie bin. Yeah. Oh yeah. So now you learn every day from your mentor. Oh yeah. Unless Sajis can show his business registration, unless that the buyer show his passport copy, unless the buyer show his refinery account, unless the buyer show his importation license, then there is a possibility that the contract would consummate. Unless without the background of the buyer checking, I wouldn't believe it. Oh yeah. Hmm. Focus on that Hong Kong buyer of yours. Focus it. Forget about that bloody Indian. Yeah, forget about him. If he cannot follow the golden rules of your seller, forget about him. Oh yeah, the one that the investors that you meet, bring it to Wilhelmina. Then I will check your investor's background. Then we will do business. I will take him to the head office and we'll sit down on the board room. Yeah. My seller is allergic with Indian, you must remember. Oh yeah, there are there are two kinds of Indian: good buyers and bad buyer. Hmm. The traditional Indian, they really prove that he is real. But nowadays, because we are now on the social media, thinking they can get the profit. Yeah, you will get the profit when you lay out the capital. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, see? Exactly. You wouldn't get the profit if you don't have the capital. If you only use your saliva, is not worth it. Oh yeah. So there are two kinds of Indian, good and bad. In this world, there are two kinds of people, good and bad as well. There are good African, good Australian, bad Australian, good American, bad American. There are two kinds of people. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always in the middle. I could be good and I could be bad. Mm. See? Mm. I can sense it right on there. Yeah. So what else you want to know from University of Hard Knocks? Exactly. That's why I rejected him. And I gave it to you. And I already warned you, but you didn't listen to my warning. Hmm. Yeah. He wouldn't meet our criteria. You must remember the golden rules of gold. He who has the gold makes the rule. Aha. So who make the rules? Who makes the rule? The owner and the government, not the buyer. Yeah. So You understand what I'm saying? Remember the golden rules. He who has the gold makes the rules. That buyer has no gold, so he cannot meet the criteria, so he wouldn't meet the golden rules, and I'm not going to buy his golden rules because he doesn't have the products. Aha, the seller, he has his golden rules because he owned the gold. So you have to follow the golden rules of the owner of the products. Does that make sense? Oh, see? Oh yeah, I will repeat again. Remember the golden rules. He who has the gold makes the rules. So now, you learn from Mrs. Ford, the University of Hard Knocks. Hmm. That is the reason why people are scared with Wilhelmina. I don't know why they're scared of me. I don't have any idea. Give me the reason why they're scared of me. Because his golden rules would not be acceptable. We have the golden rules. He who has the gold makes the rules. Hmm. Oh yeah. I'm going to search. I am going into the earth to search for a hidden treasure. Okay, the hidden treasure is with us. The hidden, no, yeah. That is a rock. Okay, no, there's a rock. You can go and search the hunter, the rocks. Then they excavate the rocks. Then we crush the rocks. Then make into dust gold. You can go to the jungle to search the rocks, but you have to dig the rocks. And who is the owner of the rock? I'm talking about like war in the Philippines. They have the gold. Oh yeah, in the ground. No, the gold in the Philippines is during Second World War. I'll tell you that gold in the Philippines from Yamashita. During Second World War, 1940s, General Yamashita, he still owned the gold around the world because that was Second World War. He still the golden Buddha, the painting and the bars from different part of the world because it's a war, and they buried in the Philippines. That's called the Yamashita treasure. However, Philippines is also rich on gold. Tiny island is rich on natural resources. That's why China trying to steal the island of the Philippines. Philippines is rich of natural resources, but the governments are corrupt. The politicians are corrupt. Oh yeah. Remember, I was born there. Yeah. They're all corrupt. When they see the money, their eyes is bigger than the money. They are not serving their they're not serving their country. They're serving themselves to become rich. Mm. Well, you're gonna be kidnapped by the by the NPA. Yeah. There's so many foreigners will be cut. Their head will be cut off. You know the NPA, they will ransom you, and if your parents cannot pay the ransom, they will cut your head. Mm. The German, American have been cut their heads in exchange of money. Mm. Yeah, you go to the jungle, you might be kidnapped by Abu Sayyaf. Mm. Yeah. When I was in Africa, I always have a security guard, you must remember, provided by the company. They're protecting me. That's why I always have two guys with me, driver and the chaperone. Mm. Yeah. So this is, yeah. Every country is corrupt, whether in Africa or in Asia. When it comes to money, everybody is evil. Yeah. In Australia, there's a corruption, but not much. Because once the government found out you're going to be on the news and you're going to be calabos, you're going to be in court, and you're going to be sacked. But in the third world country, especially in the Philippines, even though you're corrupt, even though they knew that you are corrupt, you're still running the country. But in Australia, cannot be. Yeah, you're gonna be in jail. Mm. Corruption. There is always some corruption in the United States. There's a corruption in Europe, but they are mellow. Mm-hmm. They are mellow. But in Asia, it's very rampant. Mm. Rampant. The corruption is very rampant. So I know. I know because I was born as I've told you. Hmm. I was born 65 years ago. So now you know my age. Hmm. I was born 65 years ago. Hmm. So you are too young. Do I look like 65? So what do you think? How old am I? Well, thank you very much. You know, my client wouldn't believe that I'm 65. Yeah, because I just take it easy. Then you asked me yesterday how how could I manage to be patient? Well, it's easy. Don't worry. Just delete it. Put that on the wheelie bin. Hmm. I really don't bother. You know today how many emails I have on my two mailbox? Heaps. I just delete, 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 delete. They don't know how to introduce themselves. Hmm. Say hi. I don't know. My name is not hi. Hmm. Yeah. You need to introduce yourself. You need to be professional. This is real business. This is not high business. Mm. So anyway, enjoy your lunch and thank you for your call. And welcome to my digital online office. I'm always online. I'm always live, so that the buyer knows that this is real business. This is not a joke business. Yeah, real business. As I've said to you, remember the gold rules. What is the gold rules? Tell me. Exactly. Now you learn. So why you believe in those buyers in Dubai? Bring it in Dubai and we will pay you after final assay. No, we don't buy the rules. They have to buy our golden rules. Yeah, yeah. Those people putting the rules, thank you very much. They will cry because the price of gold today is getting higher and higher. Mm. Yeah. Sorry, sorry. So what did the buyer say? Okay, good luck. Yeah. In touch of the bank, and the bank requires the seller his mining license, his articles. All right. You must remember the bank will ask the seller's company profile, the articles, the mining license, right? The map over the mining because they are going to use BGs. The bank could not release the buyer money without knowing who is the seller. Yeah. No. Bank will not release the money. Hmm. Yeah. So that Indian buyer have no idea what he's doing. Hmm. Oh yeah, I can tell. I'm telling you right now. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. I told you that before that to process veggies it takes 45 days. Sometimes it fell, especially if the bank cannot see the real paperwork. Especially if the veggies is there is an errors of spelling. Believe me, failure. Yeah. Oh yeah. The bank will scrutinize both buyers and seller, and the bank will require the buyer the informations of the seller. Yeah. Oh yeah. So now you know. You are just new in this business. Why you accept on wages? You should not entertain those buyers that they are professional. To call this manipulator. Yeah, they manipulate you to tell your seller. If I were you, I would not involve in that manipulation. Yeah, I just say good luck. I have the buyer that yeah. Oh well, good luck on him. Mm. Good luck on him. It would take 35 days to 40 days to process the wages. There's a lot of scrutiny and scrutiny. Mm. Why we gonna give us a headache? Gold is not a headache. Gold is money. Mm. Yeah, gold is not a headache. You have the money, we have the gold. Taste it first before you pay. Yeah. Bring your gold taster. If you're happy, you pay. Bank to bank. Simple as that. Mm. Oh, yeah. So I think you learned, Mr. Hyder, from this lady. I know I have vast knowledge about buying and selling. And the buyer cannot manipulate my brain. Cannot. As I've said to you many times, remember the golden rules. He who has the gold makes the rules. The country is making the rules because the seller is paying the value added tax. That is the rules of the government. Mm. So most of the broker doesn't understand that. The buyer say bring the gold to Dubai, bring gold to Hong Kong or China or Singapore. The rules has to be followed because the seller will remit the value added tax. That is why there is a golden rules. The government make the rules. Mm. Oh yeah. If you go on my page on Facebook, there is an how to export in Conakry, Guinea, and how to export Sierra Leone and Mali. So the government is putting the golden rules. The gold cannot leave the country of origin without remitting the value added tax to the government. So therefore, the government has the rule to be followed. You got me? All right. Some of the sellers are trying to cut corner because they're hungry. Oh, good luck on them. Yeah, there's a lot. What happened? They're gonna lose their business. Good luck to them. My seller would not do that. And I even advise my seller, do not gamble it. Don't gamble it. You need to stick the rules of your country. Hmm. So now my seller is happy. Thank you, madam, for assisting us. Oh, I told him, follow the golden rules of your country. The Ministry of Mines will not issue the certificate of ownership without showing the receipt of payment. That is the rules of the Department of Mines, isn't it? All right. All right. Thank you very much, Saida. And I think I already explained it to you. I know I mentor you, but you learn. You watch the video, learn it. Don't believe on manipulation. Buyers are sweet talker. You must remember I was being screwed before. I learned a lot from the bad experience I have. Yeah. I was being screwed in Ghana. That's why I wouldn't touch Ghana. Yeah. Oh yeah. They have. Yeah. They have. They have a lot of sellers. But to this time, the reason why the government is really tough with them, the seller doesn't remit the taxes to the government. 9 million a year the government lose income. Yes. Yeah. Because the owner of the mine, they would not declare to the government that they have gold. They own the country. They have to tell the government that, yeah, I have the production, but they wouldn't tell. They said, oh, I have no production. And then they smuggled it. Yeah, they smuggled. What happened? They lose the gold. And what happened? The custom will seize it. There was an Indian, I think 2 years ago, and in Ghana, the Indian was being arrested, and the gold has been confiscated. Yeah, gold smuggling. Hmm. It was on the news. Oh yeah, there is gold in Ghana, but at the moment, why 14 refineries in Ghana? Why they're there? Think about it. So therefore, there is business. But if you're a small timer, you wouldn't get the gold. You wouldn't get the gold because Ghana government would not issue the certificate that the seller will export to you unless the seller will remit the value added tax to the government. Yes, the seller owe the government what they owe because every 6 months they have to remit their income. And they don't have an income. They say, oh, I don't have an income. But they have an income because they have money. They have gold. Mm-hmm. There's so many scrupulous in Ghana. They smuggle it. They scam the buyer. All right. There's so many. So many. Oh, yeah. That's why I don't touch Ghana. I wouldn't touch it. I was burned out in Ghana. Mm. No matter how I teach the seller, no matter how I guide the seller and the buyer, they screwed me. Mm. Oh, yeah. That is why. That is the reason why I charge the buyer. I have to travel with the buyer so that the seller cannot exclude the buyer and me. Mm. The, the seller can exclude me at any time if I'm not around. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I warn my seller, do not exclude Wilhelmina because I'm going to punish you. Exactly the same what I have punished Ghana seller. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why my seller is scared of me because I told them do not exclude Mrs. Ford. I am very kind and generous to help both parties. But if you screwed me, then you felt sorry for Wilhelmina. Because I'm going to blog you. I'm going to expose your dirty tricks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Both buyers and sellers, I'm going to expose their dirty tricks. Yeah. I need to be paid. Why are you going to screw me for? And I render my services. Hmm. I am not here to give you free. Hmm. That's what I told everybody. Why are you gonna screw me? You asked my services. You deserve to be. I deserve to be paid. Hmm. I am not an agency. I am here to sell. Hmm. You got my point? Those broker think that I'm agency. Help me. Give me the buyer. No, I'm not going to give you the buyer. Yeah. The buyer come to Wilhelmina because I put everything that I represent the seller. Just a few minutes ago, Madam, give me buyer. I beg your pardon. I'm not an agency. Even if I give you the buyer, you have to pay for it. Yeah. Mm. I only bring the buyer because I know my seller and I have my transaction successful. And I need to be with the buyer so that the buyer would not be frustrated. Does that make sense, Heider? Oh. If the buyer watch my video to any video of mine, I'm sure the buyer is a winner. Just like a few hours ago, the buyer signed a contract and then he changed it. He's from Dubai. He said he lost money $65,000. Well, that's not our problem. That is his problem. Because he was lazy not to travel. Yeah. I always tell the buyer, do not travel without Walamina. Hmm. But because we are on coronavirus, we allow the buyer to pay 5 kilos out of 10. But we have to put that on contract that the buyer would not default the payment. Yeah. That's all because of the coronavirus. So I've heard that Dubai is opening July 17, is it? Commercial flight. Yeah. July 7. Okay, that's good. But me, I cannot, I cannot travel, so I will just monitor the movement of the buyer. Yeah, from Dubai to Conakry to Sierra Leone, I will monitor the movement. But the buyer has to be honest with Wilhelmina because it's not easy to monitor online. It's cost money to keep calling and calling by long distance. It costs money. Hmm. And I lay out my time and effort just to supervise. My goodness, if the buyer would not pay attention to me, well, that is not my problem. That is why I have to gather all the buyer's vital information. Hmm. Because I already knew on how to position my seller. I warn my seller, do not knock around with the buyer. Hmm. And every minute, every 30 minutes, I will keep calling and calling and calling and calling. What's happening? What is the movement? Where are you? Hmm. Yeah, that is how I check. Where are you? What time is it? What hotel you're staying? Mhm. To whom with you? Okay, that's my question. Yeah. So I always warn the buyer, you need to be honest with Wilhelmina because if I'm going to monitor you, because I cannot travel. Our border is closed until December. Hmm. So I cannot travel. Hmm. Hmm. So any further question? Okay. So you're satisfied now? Focus on that Hong Kong buyer. Focus it. Gather the vital information and bring it to me. I will handle it for you. Yeah. I will put him on Conakry, Guinea. Hmm. All right? Well, if they didn't want to travel to Africa, it's fine. Ja- Sorry? They have to pay. We start a trial. Yeah, start a trial 10 kilos. Yeah. Pay the 5 kilos. Don't travel. Yeah. We will deliver. But we need to have all the buyer's information and the buyer has to guarantee. Oh, yeah. You don't need to travel if you don't want. Yeah, we can do that. I need your business registration. I need your importation license, refinery account, passport copy of the buyer, the proof of fund. Okay. Don't travel. We will ask the gold first to the central bank. Then when you ask the asset report, when you see the asset report, then you transfer the payment of 5 kilos. Then we increase it because we already build your credibility. Of course, the buyer is hesitant, and the seller also hesitant, and Wilhelmina also is hesitant. Yeah. And then after, when the border will be open, I will travel to meet the buyer in his office. I will travel. Yeah. I will travel to meet the buyer. Hey, this is Wilhelmina from Conakry, from Mineral Consulting Group of Company. Okay, you satisfied with the first trial? What would be the next? We will sign a contract long term. Yeah, no problem. If you wanna invest, yeah, okay. I will travel. I don't have any issue. I will meet the buyer. I'm not scared with anyone. I am here to negotiate. I am a very good negotiator to help both buyers and sellers. This is money, you must remember. Hmm. So you got my point now? All right. So we'll see how it goes. I wish you good luck on your Indian buyer. Mm. Okay, thank you very much. I think I already mentor you, Saida. It's up to you to learn. It's up to you to apply to yourself. Listen to every video that I have online and apply that to yourself. Don't allow the buyer to manipulate you. Don't. A minute you allow the buyer to manipulate you, they will control your mind. You have to have a mindset. You got me? All right. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening and I wish you good luck. Okay? All right. Thank you very much.